Hey everybody, Shane here, daily-astrocat.com. And today is Friday. It's the 3rd, count them, 3 days into April. Okay, so our moon is void of course. It's been void of course mostly all day yesterday and tonight. And tonight. Okay, I confess. It's 1:23 in the morning, 1:24 in the morning. It just turned. So that's why I say tonight. Anyway, astrology for you. So let's go. Moon void of course in Libra enters Scorpio at 8:11 in the morning. Now, the moon is trine Jupiter for the 3rd time, right around 7:23, just before the moon enters Scorpio. So we've got some pretty useful energy there, which means our communications will be improved and tailored to a new reality, perhaps. We expand our home base and our opportunities by following up on previous communications today. Follow up with them, right? Let's do it. There's a mystical quality to this. Why? Well, because we've got Mercury in Pisces. So that's going to add to that a little bit of mystery, that little bit of everything. We've got our moon in Scorpio. So another water sign, right? Another mysterious water sign. So what else do we have going on? Well, we're going to expand our home base, Jupiter in Cancer, right? And our opportunities by following up on previous communications today. That's why, right? We're going to do that. You didn't do this before because the timing just wasn't there. After the moon enters Scorpio, it's time to strike. Like a cobra or something like that, a scorpion, right? Anyway, just that little extra. Okay, so like snakes really sound like that, right? Yeah, hardly. It's more like there's a rattlesnake. Yeah, you don't want to hear that sound. Anyway, personally, this is good for us. It's great for a short-term boost, right? Overall, we need to be clearing up that entire past backlog and actively preparing ourselves for something new, like that new moon in Aries. That's going to occur towards the end of the sign, but we've got some time to build up to it, and that's what's going to be the exciting part, right? We've got some time to really clear this stuff and then just get going. So later on, look, what we're going to do is we're going to be flexing that power today. Later on, Venus squares Pluto, and that could be a bit of trouble ahead. We all know that Fridays have been an international poop show lately, and so that's courtesy of our friends in Washington, D.C. Let's see. Slithering and spineless politicians are making like cuttlefish and changing their coloration to match their environment. Oh, hiding out at the bottom of the Potomac, you really can't tell them apart from the feces that were released into that river a week or so ago. And today's keyword is thrice. Well, that's an interesting one, right? And the color is cuttlefish ink. I guess I'm big on the cuttlefish today. Okay, so yesterday's confusion was a break in disguise. Pausing to take care of old business allows us to restructure our mental capacity to begin to do more. More. Okay, we're going to do more. That's good. Now, what makes us more? What makes us what we're doing? What makes us what it is? Well, we've got Mercury and Jupiter together for the 3rd time, right? The very first time was back in, I'd say, I don't know, it's probably in one of my things based on the Mercury retrograde. If you go back and watch that episode, you'll hear a whole version of that. But there's been 3 times where Mercury's been trine Jupiter in Pisces and Jupiter in Cancer. So there's 1, 2, 3. We renew, we revise. We're going to do something, right? Now we can use our communications to actually do something helpful for ourselves, right? And that is an important part of what this day is about. So that's that part of that energy. Now, look, pausing to take care of old business allows us to restructure our mental capacity to do more. Not that we really want to do more, but we need the funds to attain freedom, right? And how do you get more funds? You got to do more, right? Now, this is a year of the horse. Yep. It's still there, right? Happened in February, but it's still there. It's going to be there until next February. And we need and freedom freedom. That's what we need. Freedom is paramount. Freedom. Money is freedom. Besides, the seeds of abundance are baked into the rest of this Aries season, the sun's transit in Aries. Those seeds are baked into it. We need to wait for the Taurus season for them to begin sprouting. But we got to do that work right now, just like in the natural world. Don't you love how that works out? And today, the darkness seems to move forward. This can feel rather foreboding depending on the context. Not everything dark is necessarily threatening, and sometimes that is just the way we present, or in turn, what we are presented with. We all begin in a state of not knowing, and what we don't know is often described as darkness. It's up to us to investigate and discover what is hidden in this manner. Oh, what better thing to do that with than a Scorpio moon? Now, today is a great day for us to undertake that kind of a journey. The moon opposite Venus and square Pluto highlights our frustration with large governmental meddling in our private lives. That, my friends, is called a T-square, right? Because we've got the moon opposite Venus and square Pluto. We also have Venus square Pluto. So that makes what's called a T-square. Now, T-squares are kind of challenging, right? Because it's two squares. How do you get out of them? Well, this one here is causing us to take a good hard look at Pluto. And, think about this. Higher prices, lower benefits, they're stifling. And so when will things change? Well, there's a reminder that soon the talent trine between Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus is going to be reactivated. Now, if you remember where you were at last fall and you liked where you were at there, you're going to love this spring and summer. And perhaps this is what we're searching for. And perhaps this is what we need to know. Now, set yourself up creatively tonight for a brief but powerful grand water trine tomorrow afternoon. So, get your stuff lined up, right? It's important to remember that we need to always be leveraging technology, especially with Mercury coming forward, and Uranus will soon be entering Gemini, and that's another personal technology item, right? Phones and the like, right? Communications. This is what's going to help us break away from the pack. Always leverage your technology. So in 1974, get this, the price of gold hits a record. You want to guess what it is? $197. A far cry from the 4,000 of today, right? Or 4,200 or wherever it is. And our birth is Jane Goodall. She just passed away recently in 2025. And she's born in 1934. And she's a primatologist, anthropologist, and writer. Through a Window, My 30 Years with the Chimpanzees of Gombe. Born in Hampstead, London. Jane Goodall. And that's all we have for you. Let's recap this, shall we? Today's keyword is Thrice, and the color is Cuttlefish ink. And that's all I have for you. I appreciate everybody for coming by. Leave me comments. We're growing like crazy, and I love it. The color's Cuttlefish ink. And today's a 4. Happy astrocatting.